Hi, I'm Adriana. I'm a third year IES student and I'm co-chairing the food committee.
How many times per week do you eat in the servery?
I basically have every meal in the servery. Occasionally, of course, I go out for dinner, but I usually have breakfast, lunch and dinner, yeah.
And do you have any special dietary needs?
Not at the moment. I did have it before I came to Jakobs, but not at the moment, no. I like more vegetarian dishes though, usually.
Okay. What are the main problems or main complaints that students bring to the food committee regarding the food in the serveries?
There are basically three main problems. One problem is definitely the prices. That's something that people see right away. And the main problem there is that the €12.66 are not enough for students to eat in the serveries. There's this complaint, and then also the complaint, okay, maybe I have enough money on my card, but €5 for a little piece of meat is way too much. So yeah, there's this discrepancy between the real prices and then of course we have subsidized prices in the servery, and that is a big problem. And then also the quality, that students say sometimes the quality is very high. All three dishes are very good. The salad bar is good, and yeah, they can't really complain. And then the next day it's completely different again. And you come into the servery and you can't really find anything. So this, up and down fluctuations of quality standard, that's something students say a lot. And then also that's, a complaint that students have, but that we also see, and also the administration has a big problem with it, is that we lose cutlery and dishes every year, a lot. The university spends €20,000 per academic year on new plates, new cups, new knives, whatever is missing, and it runs out so fast and we don't know where it goes to. Maybe the students take it into their rooms, and there was this rumor that it gets dumped into the bins outside, or when you go to Schönebeck or something. So we really don't know where it goes to, and that is a huge problem, and we don't really have a solution right now.
Thanks. What are the main problems people with food allergies have to deal with in the serveries on campus?
The main problem is that most of the food that we have, of course, is not packed. So you can't just have a look at the ingredients. Every time you have a sauce, every time you have a certain dish, you have to basically ask. Because you can never really tell, is there some lactose in there, are there some nuts in there, whatever problem you have, whatever allergy you have. And then it often occurs that the staff in the servery doesn't really know. So they have to call the main kitchen, or they have to ask their team leader, or sometimes they don't even know how to get the information. Yeah. That is a huge problem, and Appetito tries to educate all their staff, but since they're all not trained cooks and they don't all prepare the food, it's a problem, because they really don't know sometimes.
I imagine the topic of allergic or food allergic people came up in your committee earlier. Yeah. Has there been done anything to include the students to the meal plan? What were the changes that you could achieve?
We are frequently talking about people with allergies. The problem is that every situation is a bit different. So right now we have individual solutions. So when somebody talks to us or goes into the servery, talks to the staff, and they have a good relation to them, then you can find individual solutions. Mm-hmm. The problem is though that you can't really have this overall broad solution. What I think though is more and more pressing, because we have more people with allergies, it really increases the number, that we have some kind of a group that we can consult, a group of people who have certain allergies, and they just take care to communicate with us, with the food committee, and then with Appetito as well, so that those people are heard a lot more. Yeah. So that you kind of have a group that takes care of it. That's important. But yeah, the problem is if you have one or two people with a certain allergy on campus, it doesn't make sense economically to provide extra food for them. So you really have to find solutions. There are individual solutions at the moment.
Yeah. Has there been a general trend in increasing of the labeling of the food in the surgery?
Yes, there has been, because in the beginning, when we changed from the old Ketra Aramark to Appetito really wanted to reduce the amount of labels that were in the surgery, because they thought there were too many. And it wasn't nice to go there, you had labels everywhere, and it's some kind of, it's not a nice atmosphere that was created. And we began then to reintroduce the labels, because people really asked every time, there was a prepared salad and people didn't know, is there meat in there or not? I'm a vegetarian, I really don't want to eat meat. Can I be sure, or do I have to really look into the salad or smell or something? Of course, you really don't want to do that, so it's nicer when you have this little sign there saying it's pork meat, then you know at least.
Okay, in case the allergy is really severe, what